welcome back. This is the second part of our second lesson in our Earning Power unit. This is job benefits and costs. We've been looking at the job benefits that you can receive from different employers, and today we're going to compare different job benefits and what some employees are looking for when they work for someone. So as a recap, here are some of the employee benefits that can really add value to your job. And we've learned a little bit about value. Different people value different things. If you have a family, paid leave is something that you might very much value. Whereas if you're maybe an individual, you're single, paid leave, it's kind of nice. It's a nice little perk, but you don't have to take off as much time if your family gets sick. Perhaps if you are a young college student, you're going to college and you're working full-time, something like tuition assistance is something that's going to be very important for you. They're going to help you, a job that helps you pay your college could be very helpful. If you've already paid off your student loans, tuition assistance might not be a very valuable add-on to a job. Today we're going to compare employee benefits. So turn into your notebook to activity 3.5. It says compare employee benefits. So activity 3.9, it looks like this. At the top says compare employee benefits. So our directions, it says Gina's cousin Jordan has just finished college and is trying to decide between two job offers. Okay, just finished college, super important that you note that he is just finished college. The salaries are the same, but the benefits are very different. Study each of the offers below to compare the employee compensation packages. So the salary is the same. If you look at offer A or offer B, he makes $24,000 for both of those. But the health insurance looks a little different. So Jordan, he's young, he's just finished college. There's a couple different things that he has to choose from for health insurance, which lets another company kind of helps you pay for medical bills that you have if you have to go to the doctor or you have to get prescriptions. This first insurance pays $360 a month, and Jordan only has to pay $40 a month. The second company, the employer pays $300 a month, and Jordan has to pay the extra $100. So he's got to take more out of pocket here. But if Jordan wants dental insurance, he has to pay for that himself if he works for this first job. Whereas for the second job, he only has to pay $5 a month extra. So there's some give and take here. If Jordan wants some less expensive health insurance, he might choose offer A. Just if he's looking for health insurance, if that's not something that he really values, offer A might be more beneficial to him. It's less money out of pocket. If he's somebody who has a lot of medical bills, or maybe he has braces, that's kind of really expensive on the dental side of things, offer B might be more appropriate for him, so he doesn't have to pay extra money for dental insurance, and he has all of that already in his health plan for that company. So there's also the option of tuition assistance. Now remember, Jordan has already finished college. Some jobs will pay and help you repay loans if you have them. Sometimes you have to currently be taking classes in order to get tuition assistance. But offer A will pay 100% of the tuition costs per year towards a bachelor or advanced degree, so it's like a master or a doctorate, for a total of $2,000. So essentially every year Jordan could get $2,000 from job A. So that's, if his college tuition is $2,000, then he's set. They're going to pay for that. Employer B will pay 50% of tuition costs up to $4,000. So that means that they're only going to pay half of it up to $4,000. So if tuition only costs $2,000, they'll only pay half of that. They would only pay $1,000. So for this offer B to be the better offer, Jordan would have to go to a school that pays over $8,000. So if tuition is $8,000, this employer will pay $4,000 of that, and Jordan's required to pay the other $4,000. There's also transportation assistance. Only the first job gives transportation assistance. He gets $25 discount off a monthly parking fee of $100. So that means that there's a monthly parking fee for this company. He's going to have to pay $75 if he drives a car. Or there's a monthly public transportation pass of $50. So if he wants to take the metro or a bus to work, they'll give him $50 towards that, and anything extra he might have to pay himself. Or $300 a year towards the purchase of a bike. So if he wants to ride his bike to work each day, they will give him $300 each year for a bike. Offer B doesn't give any type of transportation assistance. So if Jordan really has a difficult time getting to work, offer A might be a more valuable choice. Whereas offer B, not having any transportation assistance, he is going to have to pay for a bus or pay for gas and parking for his car. It just kind of depends on where he lives, what he's going to value. There's also a retirement plan. Most companies offer a retirement plan that's setting aside money for you for once you become 65 or older, so you no longer have to work. Offer A, the employer will match 50% of Jordan's contributions a year, up to 6% of his salary. So if you have a retirement plan, you have to take money out of your own salary. So if Jordan takes out $200 a month, this employer will give him an extra $50 a month. So he'd be saving $150 a month. Whereas if Jordan chooses to work for the second job, the employer will match 100% of Jordan's contributions. So that means if he puts in $100 a month, the company is also going to give him $100 a month. But they will only match up to 3% of his salary. Gym memberships. So for offer A, Jordan could get 30% off of a $40 a month membership at a Nearly Gym. I did the math, and that means that if he wants a membership, he's going to have to pay $28. So if he wants to have a gym membership, it's going to be $28 rather than $40 for him to go there. Whereas if he chooses job B, Jordan gets a free membership at the gym, which is usually $30 each month. So he doesn't have to pay anything if he chooses to go to the gym and if he chooses job B. Now, if he doesn't really value the gym, a gym membership might not be something that is really super exciting for him. But either way, he's getting something off. It's either going to be free with job B, or it's going to be a reduced price if he chooses offer A. There's also some paid holidays and paid time off. These two options are wonderful to have. If you work full-time, getting holidays off is a great time to be able to spend with your family. So offer A, there are 11 paid days off for holidays. So that's like Christmas and Thanksgiving and 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day, those types of items. There's 11 days that he will get paid for, even though he doesn't come to work. Employer A offers 9 paid days off for holidays, so less time off by 2 days. So if he wants to take more time off, he might not get paid for those. There's also paid time off, so different than holidays, which are usually celebrated by our nation, there's also paid time off for 5 vacation days for offer A and 3 paid sick days the first year. So that's a total of 8 days that he gets off. So that's a total of 19 days off that he can take off for work if you take the paid holidays and the paid time off for option A. For option B, there are 10 days of paid leave the first year, and you can choose to use them as a vacation or sick leave. So if you get sick a lot, then you could take all 10 days as sick days. Or if you want to take a really long vacation, you could take 8 vacation days and still have 2 sick days left. If you add all of those up, there are 19 days off. So either way, between option A or B, he has 19 days off. So think about Jordan. You know that he's a young college student, but he does want to prepare for the future. Which package would you choose for Jordan and why? So I want you to look at these options again, choose either option A or option B, and then give me 3 reasons why you chose this option. What do you think is most important for Jordan as he's looking at these jobs? And what you think might be more important is different than somebody else. So I do want you to definitely give your opinion as to why. There are some give and takes for each company, and it's your job to kind of figure out which is going to be the best. So go ahead and pause this video and work on this right now, please. Now that you've finished that assignment, I just want you to think long term. So Jordan is really just looking at getting a job right now, but there are some long-term effects that could impact the job that he chooses as well. This retirement plan, that is something that's looking to the future. Whether he chooses one or the other and how much he contributes to his retirement plan could really set him up for huge success once he retires and doesn't have to work anymore, or it could require him to go on different government-funded programs like Medicaid or Medicare. Also, the paid holidays, if he's got a family, if he's looking in the future and wants to take more time off for vacation, then maybe option B would be the better choice. As well as health insurance. Maybe he doesn't have bad teeth, but if he has children who've got bad teeth, usually employers also encourage their employees to get health coverage for their families through them as well, and they'll give them some percentage off. So there's always a give and take when you look at different values of jobs and opportunities around the area. So today we just finished talking about the job benefits. The next time that we meet, we're going to be discussing the costs of employment. Do you find anything inconvenient about working? What are they, and how can that impact a job that you choose? So farewell for now, and I will meet back with you next time.